Hello, this message is entitled Losing Our Soul? There's a question mark. Perhaps the title should be Recovering Our Soul, because it really seems that we have lost that essence, the shared human spirit, the enduring sentiment which moves every person from brutish behavior to compassion or even basic respect for others. How else can we process the butchery by cutting his throat, Taliban style, of a helpless, challenged child in St. James 2 weeks ago? Yes, and all of us have had to grow layers of emotional scar tissue over the years of soul destruction, so as to cope with the tsunami of murder. But this one is wickedness, akin to the impostor Herod's massacre of the innocents in his raging fear of the helpless Jesus who was the true king. It is that bad, and it's not singular. Listen to the stories of all the other murders. Listen to the medical officer from Westmoreland recently telling a nonplussed minister how crime is gripping the entire healthcare delivery in every parish. Think of that 15-year-old girl who ran away from home and got shot with her gangster boyfriend, and her father is rubbing his head, and her mother is nowhere to be found. As it was in Bible times, the hurt and addled crowd, we, the Jamaican people, and many of our leaders, bankrupt of thought, lost souls themselves, will bay for blood in revenge. The political and security hacks will hiss, "See there? Uncle SOE can solve this." The crowd and their craven leaders preferred Barabbas to Jesus. Pilate had to be seen to be doing something, anything, to show who is in charge. Don't you see the parallels with our present situation? The numbers show that it's not any longer just a few misguided youth on the rampage, predictably to be eliminated either at Green Bay or on the gallows at Spanish Town. Even the government apologists can't hide the reality. We have multiplying gangs, bungle of guns, and shots like sand. And raging COVID, cruel poverty, people having unreasonable expectations, hungry belly idleness, fracture of families, and no moral compass. Come back in a dance hall, DJ Footer Hype encourages Marion Lady Saw Hall. Christianity is foolishness, him say. I do hope the police catch the murderers of that helpless child and all the others, and that they receive the maximum penalty provided by law. I hope the same for all of the criminals, indeed for all who disrespect life, either by action or default. But before we lock up, or more likely kill, those men who ambushed a mother's car, flung her out, and proceeded to shed her son's blood, and by association kill a part of each Jamaican soul for our own soul and bodily safety, and because the murderous spirit metastasizes like cancer, can we find out how them come so? We don't mean to excuse them, but we do mean to begin to comprehend the causes of the cancer that no repression, no effort to murder, no SOE can ever cure. What hatred, what drug, what money, what madness of soul could infest a human person to put a knife to a child's throat? Not even dumb beasts treat their own kind like this. Maybe we really don't want to know. Hey, we had better want to know, because the $1 billion worth of motorcycles and the improved police facilities, all of them needed, can't curb the depths of this infection. If Jamaica does not know what has corrupted and distorted our national soul, how can we plot to recover? So what can be done? Lord have mercy. I am praying as I speak this. Andrew and Mark, your differences and separate quests for power are obscenely irrelevant. Yes, I said it, obscenely irrelevant in the moment of that child's death and all the others. Stand in Gordon House together tomorrow, whenever, and announce a national program to train and re-socialize all unattached youth. You know, I would support a state of emergency where if you're not working or in school, you must undergo a carefully structured year of paramilitary, attitudinal, and skill training. No guns, you know. And that training should include and incentivize hard work and strict discipline. Who refuse to participate is them the police must watch while they go after the real kingpins here and abroad, in jail and out the street, of whichever party, scammer and money launderer alike. Such a measure would surely help, but much more will have to be done. We must understand the limits of law and deterrence to reorient conscience. Use the same persuasiveness we employ to encourage prosperity through gambling and to define the good life by which liquor you drink or how you can flash, to promote responsible father and mother parenting as a high human and national virtue with constructive penalties if you are irresponsible. The economy of purposeful inequality which we have in Jamaica, the value-deficient schools and media all have to wheel and come again if this beautiful nation is to heal its soul. Maybe we'll talk about those things more on another occasion. Out of the crucible of slavery, but while still under the yoke of imperial oppression, racist and class iniquity, many of our ancestors carved out a more fruitful existence than we experience even now. They cleaved to land, family, community, church, and school. The stories of that history, plus unselfish leadership and a radical sense of commitment to the common good, those things could help us recover our souls, you know. That's a kind of hard, expensive, life-changing avenging which alone can stanch the bloodletting of innocence. Are we ready for that? Can that be the national project, the personal aspiration for 2022? Can that be the gift, the divine gift and grace that we give to ourselves in this blessed 60th year of our independence? In Jesus' name.